being around, Elliot was just laughing at how bad the Cubs, how high and mighty the Cubs have been, Cubs fans are, despite not winning a single playoff series from 1908 till 2003 and not making the postseason between 1945 and 1984. That's how Browns fans are, man. They are so insufferable. They're just always terrible. They always have been terrible, but I'll give them credit. Because I very well understand that the Chicago Cubs are the Browns of the MLB. The Cleveland Browns fans, they sit down and they just torture themselves every 1 p.m. And they convince themselves that every year is going to be better. Every quarterback's going to be better. It's going to be different, and it just has not been the case. It will someday. The Browns won't always be the laughingstock of the National Football League, but it's not happening anytime soon.
No, they'll always be. Their stadium's horrible, terrible stadium. Their city is terrible. Literally, if LeBron James never existed, the city of Cleveland might have been wiped off the earth. I mean, it might. You know what it was? You ever watch Cars? You know the movie Cars? Radiator Springs was just eliminated because Route 66. Cleveland might have just been eliminated. They just didn't. I mean, it just doesn't count. Their jerseys are the worst. Their helmets are the worst. Their field is the worst. They have no good players. They had 75 quarterbacks within a 10-year stretch.
Their team's named after our owner.
Oh, yeah, and their team's name is the Browns. Give me a break, guy. If it's brown, you flush it down. That's the saying. Their whole shtick is a joke. I mean, it's sad. I couldn't even. The river catches on fire. The river is on fire.
Is it the
river?
Take
a look outside Cleveland. Your river's on fire. That's how bad it is to live in Cleveland. I can't even imagine that existence. I can't even imagine it.
How did Cleveland get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know. How did they get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? How did they get it? It should be investigated. LeBron James probably paid for it.
Elliot took smelling salts or something before this.
I know.
Elliot, excuse me for bringing the hype on the show. Let's go.
Would you
What,
say
Casey?
Would you say they stink?
Casey, brother, they stink so bad. I mean, you just can't even be in the same room. I mean, Deshaun Watson. Casey has a lot of shticks on this show. The Deshaun Watson being bad at football, that's one I actually agree with. That guy sucks. Imagine having that guy as your leader, your moral leader. Deshaun Watson is atrocious. He's a bad human being. He's bad at it. He's bad at being a good person.
Is it okay if I play the cherry on top early?
Yeah.
Just go ahead. Just do it.
This isn't the end of the show, but I am going to play the cherry on top because if you watch this and you tell me that Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback, then you just aren't watching football. We're watching a different sport. But I mean, just the slap. This is so funny. He just runs away after slapping his teammate, and they just get in a scuffle.
I mean, what a loser that guy is. What an absolute bum.
Can we agree that the funniest thing in sports is the Browns jersey with all the names? I mean, they just kept drafting. I think one of the hardest things to do is get a generational quarterback, and a lot of times it's luck. Like the Bengals just lucked into having the one pick the year that Joe Burrow was up, and somehow the Browns just kept getting it wrong.
Yeah,
it's not even we keep bringing up when you're at the casino and the tower shows 10 straight blacks and you're like, let's go red. It's just they just kept trying and they just kept going wrong. I mean, they drafted a 30-year-old quarterback in the first round. What was that? Brandon Weeden. What was that?
Yeah, it's bad.
It's incredible. The Browns are an insufferable fan base.